Wah! Hello! We are here. We are all here. Everything's good. Everything's working. Thank God. Hello, chat buns. We are here in delightful winter wonderland. Little this is. Hello, Tucker. Hello, Isaac. Hello, Sugar. Hello, Phil. How are you all doing? Yes, I have taken this mysterious ghostly train to reach the things. It is. I am usually pretty blue, Phantom. That is pretty thing. But I think the lighting here is making my hair look exceptionally blue. I do agree. But it's okay. I'm nice and warm. I've got my sweater on. So it's all good. It's all good. How are all of you? It is the 1st of December. Everyone's got to be like, whoa. Dang, we missed the Phantom Train. Yeah, unfortunately, I did not get to suplex the Phantom Train. That is the unfortunate is I can look at the train. So, but yeah, it's a bit too. I think it's supposed to be like ice. Just walk straight through the damn thing. Apparently, yeah, but it's not. There's no physical collision of this train. It is merely a prop. Anyway, yes. This is a delightful little, nice, simple one. I did find like another like vaguely train themed world that did seem quite nice, but it was very it was like it's really small, so I was wondering why it was so processor heavy. Then I realized it had full on snow trail physics. It's like that'll be why. So unfortunately, it wasn't something I could. Well, it wasn't like proper physics, but it was making things. It was like that kind of like standard stuff where it's like hang on. A bit further away so I can stand a bit further back. It was kind of like that thing where it's like it's just it trails the snow. You get your snow footprints and stuff and all that. And I imagine like if you don't do that properly, that's very easy to be not particularly unoptimized. Oh. You can see through my sleeve. the sleeve of the abyss. Anyway, there's more to this place than this quaint, adorable little phantom ice train. And this thing's the up sleeve, yeah. Except it's a. So we wander through this magical place. There's a sweet. Going through a ravine of delightful snow. So yeah, I ended up there because it was just like, oh, it's a relatively simple model with just nice, cozy atmosphere. You got Claire de Lune in the background. Just brushing my hands through the snow. It's like, it's cold. And it's we have a lovely little resort here. A lovely little set of igloos and an incredibly close moon. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the incredibly close moon, but it is a very lovely spot, isn't it? It's mysterious lake emitting energy. I'm going to turn around and just walk this way. As you can see, all very. This one's a nice, simple one with various little bits and bobs. But yeah, that makes it good for doing a stream. Because I don't have to worry about the performance issues. But as much as the lovely winter and snow is delightful, I have been so very tired. Maybe because I was up really late last night playing board games. But it was fun, so it was worth it. It's sliding. I really might need to buy another. I really don't want to have to, but I might have to buy another like set of adapt a bit because the previous one just didn't work out as well. And this one just and when I have it on the default bit, it just keeps sliding around. But yes, how are you all? It's thank goodness I went to bed early on Saturday. I totally did that. Don't tell everyone. What this is quite the delightful scene. But yeah, I've been like, my brain's trying to like, do I be all doom and gloom or do I be happy? Because I don't know. It's one of those weird moods. I'm feeling pretty happy, but world's being a shit. I don't know. I think there's more than enough people talking about all the crap things going on. There's so much crap things going on. We don't need to talk about all of them. We can talk about not delightful things. Like but this is goes a bit cozier. So I have to turn around to look at this. I don't know. I set this up a bit later, a bit too late, so I didn't have the time for the kind of like setting up a fancy group of cameras. So I've just got the tablet, the iPhone basic style of camera is set up. But yeah, it's like I think I'm in a pretty good spot, all things considered, for various reasons. Like, I've got a lot, but still got a lot of work to do, and I'm gonna remain tired and bleh for the rest of this month. But I've got a good feeling about next year. It's just one of those things where it's just like, man, I've got a lot of shit. It's gonna go well. It's coming up. That's gonna be real good. Make me feel real good once I get over. As one of the people, as I've probably said multiple times, I've got my very particularly sensitive seasonal affective disorder, so I'm gonna be always a bit tired and blur. I think I'll always be lit and tired this time of year, but in the middle of December, it will be the lot that will pass over the longest day, or shortest day rather, but the longest days in the summer. The headset's slipping around. Please stay in place. There. Maybe I've got it on a bit too tight. But once that's over, things just get better, and I've got a lot of things lined up that are getting better. Like, I keep trying to be like, I'll be fancy and secretive about it, but it's not. I do have a new custom outfit. There will be a new outfit soon, though. It'll be it won't be something I've like had custom designed. It's just something that Happy Packer was is offering to all of her delightful model children if wanted. It's a and that should be done soon. So that'll be cute. That'll be a nice. I won't spoil what it is, though. If you again follow other follow people like Sophie or the others that Happy Packer has also made models for, then you might have an idea of what outfit I'll be getting like in the coming days. Instead, she said it should be ready very, very soon. And I do have, yeah, a new actual like outfit I've been like piling references up for, which will be as I wanted to get an outfit that's kind of like a bit also in tune with the stuff I've like personally done. So I wanted to get something of an electrical engineer theme, because I did do part. I didn't finish the course, but I do did do electrical engineering at university, and I do have all the kit for it. And I don't. What's kind of like always bummed me is like I could do stuff like retro console repair, but I don't have the space to own a bunch of old dying retro consoles to fix up. So it's not something I've been able to really do. But I do feel nostalgic for the days of soldering circuit boards and punching things into a breadboard. So yeah, I've got that. I've got like basically most of the concept on. It's mostly I'm just waiting for when Happy Packer has spaces open for new commissions, basically, and to commission her for the new outfit. And so she said she'd probably be free. She'll probably be open sometime in January, like late January. So that's like the big exciting thing. This also caused like the main reason why I want to talk about it though is because it's causing me like somewhat anxiety. As I'm like, oh, I want to get some more. I do want to get some more scabs, but one, the outfit commission is obviously going to cost money, so I need to make sure I have money for that. And two, I want to save up money so that I can get scabs when I have the outfit done, and thusly get a bunch of scabs of the new outfit. Of course, the bodysuit and puffy jacket not going anywhere. But obviously, like any VTuber with the new outfit, I'll probably be using the new outfit for a while after I get it. That's just how it goes when you have your new fancy precious outfit that you helped design. Do you want some ideas? It's like I've shared the concepts I've done previously with people, mostly just for feedback. So some people know already. But I kind of like somewhat when I was like looking this up references, I kind of realized that especially with like gacha character designs, because of course gacha games are the best place to look for references for anime style outfits. There's a lot of it's very common themes when gacha games seem to make specifically electrical engineer characters. Because there's one in Nico, there's one in Arknight's Endfield, and there is one in regular Arknights, I think. And they've all got a few things in common. So if you're aware of what characters, I'll leave that as a tease. If you're aware of those kinds of characters, you might get some idea of what the outfit will look like. Well, you know, Ice, I've shown you the damn references. It's no point you guessing. You know, you have the answer. So that'll be exciting. And you're being duplicitous while I've stopped your duplicity. I'm pointing you in the chat. I've lain your schemes bare for all to see. But yeah, so that'll be exciting. But it has been on like, especially when I'm like, oh, I see. Every time I can't. It's a lean in. Oh, that's your emote. I see. It's hard to read emotes when they're on the little window in VR in VR. Especially if you don't see them before. But yes. So that'll be exciting. So that'll the commission will start sometime in late January. So that probably I don't know how long it'll take to finish. I don't know what I'll definitely try and set like a deadline for it, but obviously it'll be a fairly lax deadline. So I'd imagine it'll take a few months to realize as these things go. But obviously not as long as like a full model, because it'll just be based on it's just an outfit for this model, not a whole new thing. But obviously not going to be instant because these things take time. But yeah, I am just like, I'll specifically see like Digi get a really cool scab, and I'm like, oh, I want to scab that artist, but I really should. But their style will look really good if like with the new outfit, so I really should wait. Ah! Damn you! Digi has so many strong scabs. It's incredible the power of the new genre of digital cat. I can't. I absolutely. I don't want to like match Digi's pace because that's insane. That would be crazy. I would absolutely run out of money. They are ravenously increasing scales, but it's like there's still the occasional one. I'm like, oh, I really want this. I've got a few like on the docket, just like, okay, once the outfit's in, I'll grab these handful, and that'll be fun. That'll be nice. But yeah, annoyingly, I'm still have to wait a bit more for full body tracking because that's been delayed from early December to mid-December. Problems. I don't know. It's just how these things go, isn't it? Especially when it is. So, meh. I can't bully ISV with full body tracking yet. You're safe for a few more weeks, yeah. The problem is it might arrive like right before I have to go to. At this rate, it's very likely it'll arrive right before I have to go. I'm going away for. I have to go away for Christmas, obviously. So, you might be safe until next year, actually, depending on when it arrives. But yeah, and just like general, I'm pretty excited with. I'm just pretty happy with how. I can't believe you're gonna get executed for your birthday. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Just you wait. Just you fucking wait. But yeah, and I've just got a good feeling. I feel like I've got. If I'm starting to feel like good about doing things now and feeling generally better about stuff, I think like as I kind of like get over this if I'm feeling optimistic at the most, arguably when I should be the most depressed throughout the year rather, then I feel like once I get past that hump, I'm gonna be feeling pretty good. And generally getting stuff done and feeling really good about things. So gonna be a good 2026 as far as me feeling good. It's gonna be pretty good. Like there will be. I'm not gonna pretend there isn't gonna be like some god awful shit happening. But as far as stuff that's in my control, I'm doing pretty damn well. So, wander inside. Let's go inside an igloo. Oh! Kotatsu. This is interactable. Nice. Okay, I need to. I'll just accept the slight awkwardness of kneeling down at a kotatsu. Because I kind of really want to do this. I want to. How can I get an angle that shows you? Nah. Give me that. Okay. Got some noodles. Tatsu hot. I'm being angry whilst holding the noodles. Keep my thumb on the joystick. Does this dip? It does dip! Excellent! I'm sorry, this terrible camera angle. Let's sit down here. Yeah. I don't exactly have the... What is this? This is some kind of seafood? I don't know, I've never had hot noodles. No, I'll get banned. Okay, here's how we destroy Iceford here. Wait, no, I didn't dip, sorry. There we go, now we go. Give. Gotcha! What have we got here? We got mushrooms. Stack overflow error for Iceford there. I knew what I was doing. What else can we go grab this tofu? I want to grab the. Oh, I think it's randomized when you dip it. It doesn't actually matter where you put it in. Where's the. I want the tofu. It's not giving me tofu. It's disaster. You can tell I've got something to lean on IRL here. I just shovel as I'm crouching forward awkwardly. A lot of onion, yeah. Mushroom? That looked really strange with me with the angry face on. I really gotta get around to changing that. What are these? These are kind of mushroom? I don't know. I don't. I'm not familiar with Japanese authors. Please, mercy, eyes Vic Falls. Oh. Another mushroom. Yeah, it really doesn't. Yeah, I guess it is still. Slurp. It has a use function, but doesn't, like, seem to do anything. It doesn't actually pour out. Okay, I need to stand back up. Yeah. 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 Delightful. Delightful snack time. I need to. There, that's better. That's better. That's better. I'll give Eyes a chance to get her bearings. Yeah, what a delightfully. As was said, I'm a bit too tall for the doors. I do need to remember to crouch for those. Now another one of these is just a big screen, which obviously not things. There's a room with full of books for some reason. I don't think leaving your books out on the open snow is a great idea, but it's just a bunch of goddamn books. And a chair that is too small for me. I tried sitting in it earlier. It is a very cute one. It is just nice. I think from what I could gather on the description, it was a description in Japanese, as I think it was like made for an equivalent of like a VRChat Worlds game jam kind of thing. So it was made relatively quickly, which explains why. Which is part of the reason why it's so simple. As it is, sometimes simple is good. What are these books? I don't know what any of them are. I really need to read more. Let's go outside. More things to see outside. But yeah, that's just the kind of thing. I've started to remember that I really should be using, especially in these darker hours, I should be using the, fucking eye strain filter on my screens. So I've tried today and I was like, turns out, wow, that really reduced. Turning everything slightly orange does actually help your eyes not hurt all the goddamn time. It does. I was wondering if I could get it. I think I can. I have to find like I think I just have to do the setting in Windows because there's no like Steam VR or PlayStation VR setting for blue light blocking on the VR stuff. But it's whatever. But I don't want to do it like the thing is I don't really want to do it through Windows because then it starts affecting like the actual stream rather than doing it on the monitored screen stuff. In which case I don't have to worry about it like turning everything orange when I'm streaming if I forget to turn it off. Mm. 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 Fire. But yeah, this is. But yeah, I've got a lot of ideas, and I've been very happy with like just people met and talked to. Just get some orange cling wrap. Just slip a little. I guess I could I could slip a little orange cling wrap in between the base frame on the headset and my prescription frames. I think it was as long as I'm not using VR all the goddamn time, it's not going to be that much of a problem. It's the only thing I need it on my main screens is I'm climbing up and get advantage here. It's the moon. Ah, the moon. Apt background for Bunny. Yeah, what? Brain work. Walk, brain. Brain. Walk, walk, walk. I've got a few ideas of what these things good about talking. Yeah, I've been actually able to hang out and talk to people more than usual. I still feel like, as much as I do love all the darling people I know through the computer, I do need to do the thing where you actually talk to people in physical space. And hopefully I can do that before the end of the year, but it's hard, especially when it's cold and raining outside. So I feel like if they I feel good. I feel good about things. Positive feelings, positive general attitudes towards things. What else is there? Because I want to get back into singing and all that jazz and all the good stuff. There's so much stuff I want to do. And I feel like I can do it just once I get over various obstacles in life. But it's in my power to do so. That's the important thing. It is very much things I can do. Just have to believe. You just gotta, as the great Parappa the Rapper once said, you gotta do what? Gotta believe. And once you believe, you can do it. I am powerful. And my ears are lovely and beautiful. I'm just basking in the clair de lune for some reason. The beautiful moon. No, of course you'd say so, I suppose.
Fucking A.
Yeah! Thank you for the subscription for 18 months in a row. Whether Peach, you could go for an eclair de lune? Fuck, now I'm hungry. Damn you. I haven't had an eclair in a while. Because... 40 whole months. Crazy. It's a lot of months, Peach. What do you do with all those months? Oof. They just keep happening. Months do keep happening. We can't stop them. We can only accept this fact. But the months keep coming, and they don't stop 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 coming. I'd stop the bit eventually. Because it's already December. And in just a little over 30 days and a few, it'll be January, it'll be 2026. And all sorts of things can happen in 2026. Like, stuff. What's coming out in 2026? There's loads of shit coming out in 2026, that's cool. And I remember games I'm looking forward to. There's so many things you don't want happening, that is true. We must accept that things will keep happening. We cannot stop all the things from happening. But we can make the best. We can endure, we can live, we can survive, and we can make good things happen. Even if we cannot stop the bad things, we can make good things happen. Brain, work, brain. Yeah, what's coming out next year? There's loads. I swear, there's like. What other ideas I got for the next year? There's like nothing crazy. Like I've got to. Since I will start looking at organizing the like Shadowverse Pauper tournament. I think that's the thing I want to start getting sorted. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably like start working on that on January, so it'll be sometime early in the year that'll happen. Because obviously it might take a while for me to, because I want to make sure I'm doing things properly, so I don't fuck up. So I want to make sure I'm letting things. I'm not gonna. It's gonna all go smoothly, and I can get enough people for it. That's like another thing, but yeah, I want to all sorts of things. I want to start singing again. I want to start doing other stuff. I should hopefully be able to get a bunch of like other shit done. Like a lot of some of it is like IRL stuff that I don't really want to talk about on stream because that's a bit too personal. But it's gonna be a good year, methinks. It's gonna be good goddamn year. Just keep saying that and it'll happen, maybe. This stream brought to you by Goodyear. When did they get two? I've been what? I've been struck by my own blade. Yeah, hopefully. I want to, like, I don't know. There's loads of shit I want to do, and, like, I don't know how much I'll be able to get done, but I'm going to get some of it done, and that'll be good. Also, like, probably hit 1,000 followers. Or 1,000 followers early next year, so that'll be cool. I should really do something. I keep saying I'm going to do. Well, I've had so many milestones where I'm like, I'm going to do something for this follower milestone, and I don't do it. So I'll definitely do something for 1,000, I think. Which is on the horizon. On the horizon for early 2026. That's big. That's big. No, that's a big 1K. 1K chat bonds. Crazy. Definitely, I think, is famous last words. 1K, crazy. Crazy to think about. All 1,000 of you. $1,024 chat bonds. I mean, eventually, probably. I don't know. What's the significance of the number 1,024? Everyone, thank you, Taco. Thank you. You know, yeah, they. You gotta. Some X 124 bytes in a kilobyte. Ah, of course. I should know these things. As again, I was very like, I have all this, technically have all the skills to do like reasonable amounts of programming and knowing like fundamental data stuff. I just haven't had the reason to use it in fucking about a decade now, so it's all gone to the wayside. Like I've still got all my electrical engineering kit. I've still got various textbooks and things. I have the knowledge. I have the resources, but I just don't have a reason to use them because like I don't. It's not worth. I don't have anything worth like repairing that's like actually on that kind of repairable scale because I can't like rip. I don't have. You need a certain level of specialist equipment to say rip open a smartphone and start resoldering it. Because those are all the balls on that are very, very tiny. Whilst, what else is there? And yeah, I was just like, I still do occasional like random bits of programming, mostly just getting scripts and stuff done for stuff like streamer bottom, whatever, and website bits. Though again, I haven't had a reason to update the website in a long while because I'm just like, I don't know what to put on a website. It's just there. There's a handy place for links who want them. I have no interest in doing like a blog or reviews or anything. So it's like, But yeah, it's nice. It's all very good and nice and shiny. Oh yeah, Metroid Prime 4's coming out this week. I have to like, I was considering being like, oh, I can get in on the Metroid Prime 4 hype and stream it because I've got my mess of HDMI crisscrossing sorted out, so I can quite easily stream the
About damn time.
Thank you for the follow. So I can quite easily stream the Switch stuff. But because I only have a Switch 1, and there's been no news on how well Prime 4 will run on the Switch 1, which is like my main concern because I ain't buying a Switch 2. I don't care about Kirby or Donkey Kong. I can play Pokemon at 30 frames per second. It's whatever. It's a great game. The problem is like people are like, oh, it's a hard time to navigate these days. It's just people are like, oh, we shouldn't be spending so much buying these really expensive games. They're overpriced and consoles are overpriced, and it's all like. But on the other hand, they're good fucking games. Like, people can say, oh, $70 American for Kirby Air Ride. Gameful. But then, it's just, from what I've seen, it's just good. And I'm like, I will buy Pokemon ZA for full price on a system that it kind of doesn't run particularly well on because it's just good. It's just good. It's just a fun game. They made. It was like lazy. I'm one of the marks for that. I loved Legends Arceus. I love Pokemon X and Y. Even though arguably X and Y was the beginning of the downfall, really, when they made the proper 3D move, and suddenly all the games started running like garbage. And I had the money. I had the savings. I could afford it. Yeah, that is another thing. Is like, oh, if I save up and get the big fancy console and the cool multiplayer game, will there still be people playing it? Does it have the staying power? I was like, I imagine like there'll still be some people playing it, but the people will they still be playing it? And that's I feel like that's a big worry with a lot of things these days. lot of multiplayer games is like, oh, if I buy this expensive multiplayer game, will I still be playing it in like a month? And that's really because there's always people always say, oh, I feel this game's amazing, I'm gonna play it forever, and then they don't. Very few games people play it forever. Most people, turns out most people will play a game for about even a big fancy multiplayer game, they'll play it for about a month and then move on to something else, because we're all ravenous creatures who desire novelty and new things. And it's the people... It's true. It's true, it's how it works. And then people will call it friend slop. I hate adjective slop. I hate it. I hate that term. I hate people just reducing everything. It's not the game's fault. It's never the game's, like... It's never people call something like friend slop or whatever. It's like, it's not... It feels like you're putting the onus, oh, the game should have been different or something. Should have been, it's some fault of the game. No, it's nobody's fault! Nobody's fault about how these things work out. It's just, like, people make these games that are primarily built around doing funny things with your friends, like Lethal Company or Peak or whatever. And the reason they make them is because they want to make them, for whatever reason. Like, you think fucking Zika's making his little weird little experimental horror games as like horror comedy games is like, yeah, I'm gonna make the next big fucking stream culture game. No, that was just he happened to make a good game, and then people were like, wow, that shit's good, that's a good idea. That's a good fucking idea. Let's make some iterative versions of that. And that's how fucking things are made. That's how the entire game industry works, is someone has an idea. Then other people are like, holy shit, that's a good idea, because it was a good idea. That's how good ideas spread. And then sometimes people make bad versions of ideas, but a lot of times it's not like, I'm not gonna... Personally, I think Repo looks like arse, but I'm not gonna blame anyone for playing it. It's probably very fun. But like all that stuff, all that kind of like considering it, chalking it up like a kind of trend, I always find this very disingenuous. And, like, because yeah, just calling. It's the problem is like it's the problem that happens to everything is when you start calling it everything. You people will pick will invent a term for something. A negative term for something that is generally quite bad. So in this case, we're talking about slop, and the idea of calling like a game or something slop is it's like it is a game that is churned out quickly and easily to make quick money off an exploitable audience of some kind. And like, especially in the age of like generative AI shit, that's like you can easily make things. So like you could. So you'd have, yeah, maybe the idea of these quicklies, but then we've had it being applied to games that when you start like adding extra adjectives like friend slop or parry slop or whatever, you start fucking applying it to things that aren't. They're things with a vision, with an idea, with a genuine desire to make something worthwhile. It just so happens to be it's something that's like going for this specific market that might be particularly popular at the time. And it's like, that's not a bad idea. That's how capitalism works. Or something like that. There's vision slop, don't you fucking start. And then, yeah, you just end up with the wild Ouroboros as someone on a terrible image board calling something quality slop. And then you realize the term has lost... The phrase slop has lost all meaning. And eventually it just means things you don't like. Everything, all of these terms, whenever someone comes up with one of these terms, starts using these terms and they get popular, it just becomes a term to use for stuff you don't like. That's all that happens. It's inevitable. It happens to all of them. Like you can call it slop or bait or... I'm trying to think of other... Or even stuff that like doesn't fucking apply, like using a specific genre you don't like and then starting to call that everything you don't like that genre, like fucking roguelikes or whatever. Also, I was like, didn't rage bait become the word of the year? Did it? Fuck off. Yeah. I don't care about fucking words of the years. It's always something that makes me feel old. Old or annoyed. God damn it! I can't click that link because I'm in VR, but I'm going to trust that it's a reasonable website. But yeah, the word of this year. Wow. Second there. It's like the concept of the thing. It's a source. It is a source. It's a source of some kind. Is it a good source? I don't know. I don't care. But I'll believe it because it's like it's believable. I'd argue. Considering this year, yeah, it's believable. Thing of the things that have generally transpired, and people are like, oh. It's all just trying to, but then like everything's trying to incite outrage has just been the way of the world far too long. But yeah, it's just eh, I say. There's fucking whatever. Yeah. I'm losing my mind apparently. But yeah, it's just we move on. We live, we learn. Like that song from the Sonics. I was about to say something just on a random tangent. Isn't it wild? The most recent Sonic game was still good because it's Generations, but that's not the most recent Sonic game. The recent Sonic game is Sonic Rumble, which is a mobile Fall Guys copy for some reason. Actually, it's probably Sonic. If you want to go full face, it's probably Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which is more of an actual video game. And I hear the. You okay? You okay now? There is no actual ski lodge here. There's just igloos. And hi, Vixie. But yeah. This is funny just seeing fucking in Sonic. Sega put out a fucking Sonic Fall Guys copy. Are you ever truly fully okay there? Fair point. Like, the thing that is just, this has been talked to death already by 5 billion other people, but the thing just gets me that's so funny about Sonic Rumble, I think that's Sonic Rumble is what it's called, is like it's got character gacha in it. So you can get all the cool Sonic characters, but only if you gacha for them, because of course. But the thing is, of course, a gacha has to have a bunch of filler. That's just how gacha works, so they can make it harder for you to actually get what you want. The thing is, the filler in Sonic Rumble is fucking random characters just generated through the Sonic Forces character creator. They don't even have names. And it's just like... Fuck. You could have just put the Sonic Forces character creator in there. Would have been a reasonable application of it. But no, it's just set characters, basically of random parts assembled from the Sonic Forces character creator, and it's just like, what the fuck? And all for that to play Fall Guys in the year 2025. People really thought Fall Guys would be a bigger thing than it was, didn't they? Like, it was pretty big. Figure it around, I'm going to get Super Pokemon Rumble as one of my first unofficial copies. Ooh, nice. But yeah, fucking... It's like there's so many... Oh yeah, like many things, they probably got screwed by Epic. Like, Epic screws over a lot of people, don't you know? But yeah, it's just like, it was, I think... Because it got so many, like, really high-profile collabs. And, like, really, like, fucking... To get a collab with Final Fantasy XIV, where it's not just, like, a quick little funny reference quest, but an actual reoccurring major event where you get to play Fall Guys inside Final Fantasy XIV. And it's like, eh? And Fall Guys are Among Us. The thing is, Among Us, I felt like has had a lot more staying power. I feel like more people are still playing Among Us than people are playing Fall Guys, and I feel like there's been more Among Us likes than Fall Guys likes. But Among Us doesn't seem to have had, like, the big collabs. Like, it's had some collabs, definitely, but it's not, like, been, like... Yeah, you don't have to... There's no like execution barrier for Among Us. You can hop in and you can have a funny time doing social detectives. You can probably blame 2 generations of Hololive. True. I mean, a decent amount of Hololive played fucking Fall Guys as well. So it's not that out there. I also think games like Among Us are definitely more on that kind of topic. Like if you're talking about games that are like will lend themselves well to collab specifically with VTuber corpos, then something like something like let's go back to conversation. Something like Among Us tends to work better because it's something you could have a group of people all, because it's harder to do like a purely group collab of something like Fall Guys, because you need a lot of people for a single match. So having like 12 or so people isn't like really feasible for a big event type thing. Also, so you could have a big like collab event with something like Among Us, and it's relatively easy for everyone to get involved. Everyone can, again, lower execution barrier, so you don't have to worry about people being particularly bad, and it'll make, and because it's a very much more social game, it'll make for much more content. So that's why you can kind of see why especially like VTuber corpos are really like do a lot of stuff with stuff like Among Us. And also, it's a very, very, very popular game. Lots of people will watch it regardless. I judged another free sub, but e-bleeding a moi redeem. Oh, dangerous. You could do that. But yeah, so like that's like people kind of like complain. Oh, all these fucking VTuber corbos, they just play Among Us and Minecraft for all their big collabs, and it's like, well, because it works. It's easy. Collabs are hard. And one of them was like, no, it should be 1,000 because kisses are special. True, kisses are special, but if I cranked out the more higher thing. Yeah, and like, you can do really great, like, Minecraft is like, people are like, oh, why is Minecraft still going? It's because you can mod the shit out of it. And it all works together. You don't have like a particularly high requirement for entry. You don't have to worry about. You've got the perms for it all sorted, and you can do crazy stuff like Ian Reco. And that's why it's like that's why they always keep going, is because it's like it just works. It works well. You don't have to. What do you want them to do? Do you want to do them a big fucking, I don't know? I don't know really. What would you like even? do as like a big collab. I know like Hololive is making their own kind of thing, but it's not very good. Fucking Hollow Earth, which is if you just say it sounds like that conspiracy theory, but it's hollow as in Hololive, not hollow as in empty. But then you could argue that the sparse gameplay of that is rather empty. But yeah, that was my fun joke. But yeah, so like I don't ever feel the I feel like just complaining about corpos always doing these kinds of things, because it's like if you want corpos to play weird shit, just watch the ones that do that, because plenty of them do. People only usually complain about these people, and then they like, I say, well, what if you want to watch a VTuber, you want to watch a corpo VTuber, you could watch fucking Hololive VTubers that play really obscure indie shit, like fucking. Why do you think I like Crony so much? And then never watch any of her streams because I'm like, damn, I want to play that, but I don't want to get spoiled. Yeah, I really need to get a new set of straps for the headset. This is it's falling all over the place, sliding around. It's totally about, yeah. That's the thing, is like, oh, I don't want, like, this also just like, oh, I could watch this Corpo VTuber that I really like, and they are very, very good, but I could watch someone I know. It's a problem. Once you start VTubing, you start making friends with other small VTubers, and then you start like being like, well, I could watch a big Corpo VTuber, but I could watch this VTuber that I know somewhat, and somewhat knows me, and then I can talk in their chat, and they'll go hi. They'll actually see me because I won't be drowned out by billions of other people. It is nice to make friends, and then you can watch this. It's a very funny rabbit hole. Hang on. Hi, Icesphere. Love to see this. You know, you just watch Friends all day, and then you're just like, I mostly, and I'm like, oh, I'll watch a few clips of the streamers. Like I always go through like a bit of my day just going through. Okay, if I ever see it, well, not a bit of my day, it's just whenever I see it linked, whenever I see someone link like a Crony or a Rene clip, I'll be like, oh damn, I gotta watch that shit. But it's like, I really should, like, part of me wants to like clean up my YouTube subscribers because I've got so many VTubers on there that I have not watched in like over a year. I'm going to introduce crossplay more of my VTubers. That's just a human social thing. It can be awkward. It can be awkward. It can be difficult. Some people obviously you don't want to like try and force people to know other people, because then you might find it annoying, and you might overestimate how much you know someone. There's a whole lot of social minefields to navigate that people, or as like imagined minefields perhaps, because when you're autistic with social anxiety, it's like But now eventually I feel like I'm in a good place of friends and people who know me, and generally knowing people, and feeling part of something. Yeah, it can be either like navigating the rakes you're stepping into. You gotta just like let people go. I'm just afraid of being ghosted, happened twice already, yep. And it's like, a lot of people will... It's like you just have to accept that some people might just fucking stop talking to you for whatever reason. And they usually they don't mean it. It's like... It's hard to keep in contact with people. A lot of people find it hard. And also, especially, as I said, this is especially prominent in the VTubing scene. I don't know if you realized, but a lot of VTubers have really bad social skills. You think we'd be doing this if we were good at socializing? bad social skills, VTubers? I don't know what you mean! This is so much I believe racist. I am... And yeah, you guys like that's part of I deserve to be friends with you. It's like it's always kind of like hard to realize what it is. And it's hard. It's hard. Your manager just called you in for your direct responses. That's my direct responses is why I've never gotten a job in the first place. Being accountable is that you can it's all good. It's all good. It's like I'm just like I'm just like a fairly quiet person in terms of conversation anyway. Like I only talk a lot on stream because I've got you as a captive audience. I don't have to worry about like interrupting people because I'm only talking from myself, and you're responding in chat. So it's like, hey, I can talk as much as I like. But yeah, it's just it's hard. Making friends is hard, don't you know? Especially as an adult. The power of like diamond exploits. You're committed to this rabbit hole. You can't say that, Yeti. You can't say that on Twitch. I really need some water. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna. You can say it, Dicey, but you still can't say it on Twitch. Anyway, hang on. I need to. Looking for my water. I'm going to meditate down for a bit. Yeah. Can we build an igloo? I wish. There probably are VRChat worlds where you can like build stuff, but this is an incredibly, as I mentioned earlier, this is an incredibly simple. There are some igloos here already here. That have like various amenities inside. So what is this? This is some kind of. I want to go back. No, it's ice. It is not a. It is not. It is a frozen lake. I have not been to a Daytona, USA recreation in VRChat world, but that sounds amazing. Sorry, I'm hiccuping from the water I just drank. Here's good users. Being lost in this visit. Bye now. Thank you. Have a lovely time with whatever. Have a lovely evening or whatever, or afternoon. It isn't really a desert because there's too much like. There's a train station leading here, and igloos with amenities. So it's more. It is more of a little resort. But yeah, I do need to like actually do some more like actual VRChat exploring. Obviously, I can't really. It's hard to do VRChat exploring on stream because you get fucking half the world will play copyrighted music by default when you're just like ah. But yeah, I want to do more VRChat stuff, more VR stuff. It's like I want to play. That's the only problem with VR is like there's not enough. Needs to be more VR games, but it's like it's hard to make VR games. Maybe it's. I don't think like the fucking Steam Visor, Steam Plate, whatever the fuck it's called, the new one is gonna be like cause a massive surge in VR stuff. I just think it's gonna be a decent alternative to existing stuff. Really. And probably very handy for it to exist when the meta explodes. Steam Frame, that's it, yeah. Like, there's a lot of hubbub and hype for the new like Steam hardware stuff, but I don't think it's going to be like as massive splash as some people are going to think it is, because Steam Machine's going to be expensive. The Steam Frame's going to be still like a VR headset price, especially for what it is. So it's not going to be like especially cheap. So, and like the Steam controller is going to be an expensive controller, but it's going to be a good expensive controller. I'm kind of, but so I do want to get that whenever that comes out, because I do need a new controller. Oh, I got distracted by my own boobs. Well, I had loads of fucking problems getting this model imported. Just several. I don't know what the problem was, but several times when I first tried it, it didn't properly accept the vision point. So it was the default vision point, which was just in the middle of my torso, which is very hard because I couldn't see out the middle of my torso. It doesn't. Want to know a technical detail about VRChat avatars is how they handle you not seeing your own head from the rest of the model. Is it just doesn't render the head on your side, like anything flagged as this area does not appear for me on my side of the view. So that's why you can have the viewpoint be like slightly inside the model and still see shit, and also not have like hair or other accessories blocking the way. So if the camera's in the torso, which is a part I can see, then I can't see shit. Are models hollow inside? Behold, the void inside my mind. Yeah, any 3D model is hollow inside, otherwise that's incredibly inefficient. This is an incredibly inefficient model. I didn't realize, I was wondering, why the hell has this got so many fizz bones? And I realized that by default, I think I figured out why it doesn't accept the, this helped me figure out why it doesn't accept the jacket, because it puts fizz bones on the clothes. And I'm like, okay, I might need to manually deactivate them if I want to get the jacket working, because otherwise it's got the massive sleeves that are probably overloading the system, because this one's already doing things. Again, big part of it is the hair. There might be one important detail of upcoming outfit is a ponytail. That's a special detail of the upcoming outfit, because it's kind of like the outfit idea I do have is like, okay, I want something that will translate better to a 3D model, rather, because like I get a bunch of problems with having all my hair out like this. Even when I have the hair at the front bit, that kind of like breaks up. And the jacket's had a bunch of issues trying to make it like look nice on the 3D model without a billion clipping. So I did like deliberately, when picking out the details and references for the models, so I go for like, okay, I want something that's going to not have like a bunch of obstruction. So it is a lighter outfit. I'll tell you that much. In a few ways. What's my next topic of conversation? I really do need to just write down conversation topics so I can keep talking about them. More moon in the background. I don't know how much longer I can keep going. I think I'm getting to the point where the headset is pinching on my brain too much. I don't want to buy a new fucking... Maybe I will try and make the other bits work, because it just means I can't bend my head as much, because it's got a big block on it, but it does keep things in place a lot better, I think. Moon. Lovely moon. Is this? I need to check when Winter VRChat is. That should be soon, or if it's not already out now. I don't know if I'll do a stream for it, but I'll definitely have a look around. Maybe I'll look around with friends. That'll be fun. What else is there? But yeah. I hope. Yeah, I love looking around the last VRChat. I did it like a bit earlier, and what was that expression? I don't know what I did. It looked weird. Yeah. The embarrassed expression. Yeah. Yeah. No, VRChat is fun. It's fun to look around at all the cool stuff. No, stay. I'm trying to. Why isn't it? I'm trying to make it so it sticks. Oh, yeah, I need to keep it on the thumbstick so it keeps a default expression. That's what I have to do. I've remembered now. Yeah, it's stuff. It's fun finding bits and bobs and stuff and hanging with friends. That's what I really want to do. I really want to do more like just hanging out in VRChat with a bunch more people. Because it's fun. It's cool. Get to places like this. Dance in the snow. But I think I'm starting to get a headache from the having to tighten the headset strap, so I think I might have to stop in a minute. Yeah, is there anything else I want to say? No, I think I've said my pieces for everything. Got all the stuff out of the way, said my things, and yeah, I'll probably be back next. Be back tomorrow with we'll see how the hard mode of Doll's Nest works out. I don't know if I'll do a stream of full playthrough. I think I might just do the one stream of how just to see what the hard mode is like, and then finish the rest of it on my own. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But exciting, and there'll be Tomb Raider 2 this week as well. That'll be good. That'll be fun. How will things change from the first game? I think that's just like you shoot a lot more guys and a lot less animals, but still a decent amount of animals. Ugh. But yeah, I think unless anyone has any burning questions to ask whilst I'm here before I head off, I think I'm going to say that's enough of that. Just a nice short little chatting stream as things go. Because again, I am tired because I did stay up way too late last night, and my head is starting to hurt from the headset squeezing down on it. So I really need to reintroduce the straps. Isaac, what are you humming about? Yes. Sleepy. Not burning other things, no questions. You should probably see a doctor about. Well, I guess a mechanic, really. In your case. Depends where the burning is, I guess. But usually it's not a bad sign. You need to check your oil. I don't know. Alright, well, I'll need to, as with the usual VRChat streams, I have to take the headset off and all the faff so that I can actually see who to raid. And it won't be licensed for a few more months. I wonder what you mean by that. But yes, I'll see you all tomorrow. A bit of revisiting Doll's Nest, seeing how the updates goes. Thank you all for listening to me yap on in the Wiz. Maybe I'll be back for more yapping next week, see how I'm feeling. And yeah, I hope please stick around for a bit whilst I on the end screen whilst I look for someone to raid, because obviously I can't check whilst I'm in the middle of VR. That's difficult. It's hard. Right. So I go, oh yep. Rotate. Wobble. Go over to here. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Please stick around for a bit, the raid a bit. Bye bye.